Hello, I'm Faris, and welcome to my Geek vlog. This year looks like it's gonna be a big year for Star Wars. Well, goddamn right it is, because the 40th anniversary of the franchise is coming from April 13 to April 16 at the OC Convention Center in Orlando, Florida. So what better ways to talk Star Wars than to talk about Hayden Christensen's possible return to the Star Wars universe? So before I get into the topic, I want to talk about Hayden Christensen and his performance on the Star Wars prequel trilogy. It's kind of cliche making fun of the Star Wars prequel trilogy. Some people like to think of them as awful, some people never give credit and keep on putting hates on it. To me, I still think that the Star Wars prequel trilogy had a bunch of good stuff on it. Whether you liked them or not, the prequel trilogy had a bunch of good elements that sets up the originals. However, the fact that I like it doesn't mean that I like everything about it. Each of them aren't that perfect for being a movie. It still had a fair share of problems that kinda bothers me, with the likes of midichlorians and Jar Jar Binks. The things that I did like about the prequels were the kick-ass saber battles, amazing action, the different worlds, and one of the actors who were performing in the film, with the likes of Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ian McDiarmid as the Emperor, as well as Hayden Christensen as Anakin Skywalker. Well, before you guys put the hate mail on me, I'm gonna ask you guys to hear me out. First of all, I don't think it's fair to put a blame on Hayden. Why? Because the guy has a fair amount of talent. Well, there are bad movies that Hayden Christensen is bad at, and there are good movies that Hayden Christensen's good at. So I'm gonna tell you right now. Before watching Hayden as Anakin, I watched him on this family drama called Life as a House. He did a great performance as a supporting actor and becoming one of the fastest rising stars, as well as nominated his first Golden Globe. He then acted in a leading role on this critically acclaimed film called Shattered Glass, which was based on a real-life event, and to be honest, he did a damn good job playing in a leading role. I just don't understand why people seem to put a blame on him for the prequels. I know his performance isn't that good, and believe me, not anyone gives a good performance beside Ewan McGregor and Ian McDiarmid. But look at the part where he didn't say a damn thing. He could look so emotional and in the other side being intimidating. He'll stare at you and be like, "Don't mess with me." So to be honest, I think the choice of Hayden Christensen playing Anakin Skywalker isn't that bad. But hey, it's not his fault. It's just a bad direction on the script he got. Again, when there isn't any lines spoken and gives a stare, he looks damn intimidating, which sets up for him to becoming Darth Vader. Since the Star Wars franchise is being produced by Kathleen Kennedy and her team at Disney and already released 2 films and 1 TV series, this year is going to be their 40th anniversary celebration, and there's going to be a panel involving Hayden Christensen along with Mark Hamill, Ian McDiarmid, Peter Mayhew, Anthony Daniels, and Billy D. Williams. And who knows if there's going to be a big announcement regarding Hayden's return to the franchise, possibly in the second or third installment in his sequel trilogy, or his very own Darth Vader spin-off. The Last Jedi is going to take place right after The Force Awakens left out. The next movie might be focused more on Luke Skywalker's history after Return of the Jedi and his downfall. My prediction for this movie is that we might get a bunch of character backstories, flashback, and possibly seeing Luke interacting with the Force Ghost of Anakin. How do I think this is possible? Because the CEO of Disney, Bob Iger, said in an interview that he have seen the unfinished film, and he stated that the film will be focused more on the Skywalker family. I personally think that Hayden Christensen might secretly return as the Force Ghost of Anakin. Hayden once said in an interview that he would love to return to the franchise, and he would sign up in a heartbeat. I don't know if any news confirmed his involvement, yet the only news that confirms his involvement was just Express News UK. Well, maybe I'm wrong. We'll just wait if there's a big announcement at the 40th anniversary of the franchise from April 13 to 16. I might be surprised if Hayden Christensen actually returned to the Star Wars universe once again as Anakin Skywalker. So far, I definitely want to see Hayden Christensen return to the role that made him famous in the Star Wars franchise and the sequel trilogy and his very own Darth Vader spin-off. So what do you guys think? Would you guys like to see Anakin Skywalker return to the Star Wars sequel trilogy and his own Darth Vader spin-off played by Hayden Christensen once again? Share your thoughts and comments below. Thank you for watching my Geek vlog. Be sure to subscribe to check out more videos like this or my other videos like my thoughts on and casting thoughts. And remember, the Force will be with you always.